Welcome, what's good, everybody? Just getting started over here. Welcome back to the Jank Drawer. We're going to be jumping back in this Saturday afternoon, spend a couple hours on Football Manager. I have been thinking about this a lot in the background as I've been going through the week, working on a really exciting video that I'm really wanting to share with you all, but currently is going to be a little bit behind schedule. I ran into some audio issues with my recording this week and I have to re-record the back half of the video, but it should be fine. It just means that the only video you're going to get this week is the stream record that I got back up. At the beginning of the week. That being said, let's jump right back into this. Where we left off last time, we are trying to bring Bournemouth to the top. We've had a bit of a tactical revolution as I've been trying to get more familiarity with how the actual match engine works and how the new tactics work. Working through trying to capture essentially the in-possession, out-of-possession combination of making sure that we are being more forward during our attacking movements in possession, and then out of possession we are still being present, but we are pressing actively and we are having a better return on our investment. And I think so far it's going pretty well. If we look at our current where would we find that? Form. In form for us. We had a rocky start to the season, but we are doing a lot better. We've picked up 2 wins since we made our change. In our club site, how do we see our form? Fixture schedule. Oh, here, we just do this one. Yeah, so we're doing pretty well. We've won 2 on the bounce. We've been getting a bit of form after we got absolutely destroyed by Brighton. So now we are looking at a 2-1 win versus Crystal Palace, and then another 2-1 win versus Newcastle. And we're going into our away game versus Leeds that has been picked for television. And the hope is that we continue this good run of form and are able to carry that through the rest of our Premier League ties through the month of October and see if we can get some results. I think our team is pretty good. We just need to move on past the losses that we had versus Liverpool, Spurs, and the really heavy 2-6 blowout versus Brighton. Okay. 4 major players out for Leeds. And then that gives us... They're performing below average. They're defending well, though. And their midfield is going very well. Top goal scorer is Luke Mecha. Most assists, Jack Harrison. Highest average play rating, Jack Harrison. Okay. For those of you that weren't watching the streams, though, and are wondering why those 2 games happened and how we did in them, those did happen in some just kind of one-off streams that I did earlier in the week, because I did notice some performance issues looking through the VOD from last week's stream that I wanted to correct. And I feel like I got a lot of those, especially during the game performance issues resolved at this point. I had to optimize some settings and figure out how to control it so that my laptop that I am doing this all off of, that is about 5-ish years old at this point, can actually keep up and perform we need to. And a big part of that is instead of doing what I had been doing, which is live streaming and then recording at the same time and just uploading the recordings on Mondays, we're just going to be only streaming now, and then I'll be uploading the Twitch VODs and processing it through that way. And not trying to overtax my GPU by having it stream and record has seemed to really smooth out a lot of the performance. So hopefully the watching experience on this video is a lot better than a lot of the ones in the past have been. Development advice. What do we think? Amir Richardson. I have agreed. Amir Richardson has not been doing well enough. Let's try and pick it up, Amir. And then as for observations, positive impacts we like. Marco Senesi is doing well in training. We have good respect. And Alex Scott could be even better than Justin Kluivert, who has gotten into the goals recently. It's been a really nice thing. The real heartwarming part of the last couple of game days that I've been able to watch and play through without the audience has been that there is really a really big impact on the goals from especially Kluivert, but also from Semenyo stepping up and finally getting his scoring boots on, which has been really nice. We still have yet to score from a headed corner, so we're hoping to see if we can get that turned around. Admittedly, we don't have the best aerial threats in our team, especially with the unfortunate situation of Bofidi Diakite being out still for several weeks to a month. But we had brought in, hopefully, Richardson to deal with that, being 6'4" and pretty strong. And it just hasn't materialized yet. Good training. Only one regression is pretty good. Marcus Senesi, you're training really well lately. And it's like Senesi here is supposed to be our star center back. Training with our defenders. He has 15 heading, which is good, and 15 jumping reach. But he's also, if I remember correctly, only exactly 6 feet tall. So, like, he's got good heading strength and jumping reach. He's just not going to be matching up super favorably against a lot of the other very tall, powerful center backs in the Premier League, which is where that's kind of falling apart. Bevan here is young and trying to do the same thing, but also only 6 feet. So we run into a lot of issues in that specific department. James Hill. James Hill has been really kind of the winner of all of the playing time he's been getting with Bofidi Diakite being out, which has been nice. He has started looking less and less like a defensive liability in the past 2 games, which is good, since we really need him to not be a liability. Tavernier. Christie. Amir Richardson. It just hasn't been what we want him to be, and it's kind of one of those where it's trying to figure out what do we want him to be is really the possibility here. So it's like 14 heading, 17 jumping reach is pretty good, 13 strength. Like, he is just a good player. He's also 6'5". Like, he should be much more of an aerial threat than he is, and he's just not. And I don't know what we need to do to fix that, but Jordy has been doing pretty well. Adams, we always just love having you around, Adams. It's just a pleasure to work with you. And it's not the American in me saying that. Adrien Truffert has also been doing very well. David Brooks, Kluivert. I'm in an awkward position with the squad at this moment in time, though, as I've been thinking through it, though, because what we're running into is that players are getting tired, understandably, because we're feeling that we have to be playing our best players to even have a shot, but we also want to be rotating more than we are. Thanks for understanding, Lewis. I know you're coming back from an injury. And so it's like we're trying to figure out how to best actually rotate to perform at the level that we need to be competitive in this league. But it's also just with how bad the beginning of this season has been, performance-wise, I'm honestly kind of nervous to rotate too heavily, because if we rotate too heavily, there's always going to be this concern that, well, maybe if we rotate into some of these guys that are good enough to be squad players for us, but maybe not necessarily good enough to be starting players for us, this could just go so much worse, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay. Speaking of that, looking at our team here, this is not the team that we approved earlier, so let's... Okay, so Truffert, Smith, there we go. Do we have anyone that looks like they're going to be too tired to play? It doesn't look like it, which is nice for us. Hill and Senesi are doing their best in the back. We've got Smith and Truffert out on the wings. Truffert, I actually kind of want to move you into a pressing fullback role as well. This is kind of my thoughts after the last couple of games, is I've really liked our pressing shape, especially when we have the wingers coming back, and we've got Evan Nielsen pressing from the front, Scott being just kind of a menace up there. Let's make sure that we've got all the right... So, like, we don't have a sub 2 right now. So, do we have... We have Christie and Cook. We've got Amir Richardson on the bench. Tavernier on the bench. We don't have... and let's filter this to just being senior squad. We don't have Tyler Adams on the bench, so we want to pick him to be 2. Gannon, Doak, and Jimenez both are not back from injury yet, so we don't necessarily want to put them on, but once we do want to be playing Jimenez, just because Smith does look like he's going to die. And Freeman, how much longer are you out? 4 to 8 days? Okay, so Freeman also will be back soon, which is good. Do we have backup center backs? We have Bevan, and we have Nagalo. Okay. We've got backup center mids with Richardson and Adams. We've got backup across the front 3 with Tavernier, Audley, and Brooks. We've got Krupi as our backup for Evan Nielsen. Where we don't have necessarily backups are left back. We have no one that can go in at left back. We only have Nagalo who can go in at right back. But we also don't really have anyone else that can play left back other than our 2 starting right and left. So, and Truffert isn't necessarily a great wing back, but if we wanted him in his more natural position, we'd push him even further up. But I don't think we necessarily want to do that. Lewis Cook is missing fitness, and we are aware of that, but that's okay. Okay, now we're going to be hopping into our first game of the day, and hopefully this gives us a better turnout as far as viewing quality-wise than last week's stream. I did spend a lot of time on Monday trying to figure out why it was having the issues it was having and how to fix that, so hopefully that was something that we're able to see today. I want to be impressed. Go put on a show. Okay, let's get into this match. Started with possession, which is always good to see. Jack Harrison immediately winning back the ball is not ideal, but we've already got Truffert. Oh, Truffert a little too far ahead in the rain there. Not in good enough control. See, we're already back into this better pressing shape. Don't like Bogle getting in entirely for free there, but we were able to close down with that run. There we go. Jack Harrison putting it in. Petrovic came out to claim that. There you go. Okay, Petrovic, let's build out. Let's figure out how we're going to get there. Oh, foul outside the box. Okay, Christie, try and bury this. Love to see just an absolute banger Ryan Christie goal. Ooh, that's a good save from Lucas Perry, but that was going top bins from Christie. No one there. Okay. Clivert to Cook to Senesi. Back out to Truffert. Oh, there you go, Christie. Up to Scott. Scott frees Evan Nielsen. There's no one there running on with him, though, Evan Nielsen. Okay. Bogle running through the middle. Tanaka into Calvert-Lewin. Ooh, so wide. That was a dangerous through ball in there. Tanaka. Christie wins it. There we go. Senesi. Back up to Scott. Into Clivert. Oh. Jack Harrison running down the right-hand side. Plays it into the middle to Calvert-Lewin, but he gets stopped. Denied. Evan Nielsen holding up the ball up top. Oof. Jaden Bogle forced to make the foul. Another corner here for Bournemouth and a chance to do something to it. Let's see what happens. Oh, just straight to the goalkeeper. They're really playing it wide and then working it into Calvert-Lewin. Okafor all alone. There you go. That's Smith for you. That's my captain. That's my captain. Let's take this up a positive. Semenyo, there you go. Clivert, can you get to it? No, not before Ampadu. Oh, there you go. Semenyo cut out the pass. Let's get the counter going here. Scott, okay. Finds Smith on the overlap. Smith beats his man, finds Cook, back to Smith, back to Cook, back to Smith. Smith beats his man again. Oh, and then the shot from the least likely of sources. Adam Smith takes the shot. It's out to touch, that's a throw-in. Can we get a long throw from Hill here? Yes, we can. Okay. Can we make something out of this long throw? Evan Nielsen into Senesi. Oh, Lucas Perry barely gets to that one. It's going to be a corner. Let's try something different for corners. Just because I'm tired of this corner going the same way every time. I want to do attacking corners in swinger, aim for... Let's make just a couple more routines. Create new routine. In swinger towards far post. box threats. I want this to be attack ball from edge of area. And I want this one to be come short. And then I want to do another one that is just central. Go forward. And then come short. Let's try routine frequencies. Let's just give them more opportunities of things to do. Doesn't show how to do frequencies, but we'll just be happy with that. Let's give them more options, see if something else actually works. Because maybe, for the first time in ever, near post corners just aren't good. Which, I mean, would be a revelation, but we're still in the early stage of, like, we're trying to figure things out. And if there's something I know about the game of modern football, it's that set pieces and scoring from set pieces is one of the most important parts of the current game. And we are not doing that. And so we got to try some new things to figure out why we aren't doing that and how we could do that better. And I think that this is going to be our way of doing that. Pascal Stroik. Okay, let's get some pressure on this Evan Nilsson. Okay, out to Goodwinson. Adam, I didn't like where you were on that, bud. Oh, Senesi got there. There we go, though. Okay, Kluivert. Keep Jalen Vogel locked down. Dakabiol just ran straight through you, Evan Nilsson. Like, look at this shape. Look at this shape we've got here. Our lines are so tight. No room in between them. They've really got to break us down, but then we're also getting into good positions and, like, we're pressing pretty well. Trying to force them to the outside. Oh, yeah, Semenyo. Oh, so close. He got a foot on it, for sure, though. What was that, though, guys? Come on. Do better than that. Smith, you had him. What happened? It's like, Semenyo, honestly, you should have won that. And Gruev is just able to run in here, and Smith did nothing to contest that ball. And then, admittedly, to Petrovic, that was not great. He got beat at his near post, and it bounced off of Senesi to go in. Just unfortunate. Okay, guys, we got to see something better than that. Smith, okay. Up to Semenyo. I like that, but I don't like that. Semenyo, I need just a little bit more out of you, bud. Okay, Okafor gives it back to Hill. We like that our guys are getting the second balls again. Jack Harrison with a foul. Okay. Here's a set piece and an opportunity to do something with it. Kluivert into Christie. Back to Kluivert. Whip it in there, Kluivert. Oh, he found Christie on a nice little undercut. Okay, Lucas Perry, first one to it. But it's at least a different animation, which is nice. Jacobiol. Oh, mistake. Got it straight to Semenyo. Come on, guys. We need to punish those better than that. There we go. Kluivert in the middle of the box. Oh, gets it through. Semenyo. Oh, deflection. I like that, though. We're fighting back. We're trying to put something together, which is nice. Oh, Senesi almost got there. See, already just adding more options, we're getting better looks from these set pieces, which I'm loving. No more are we just kicking it towards the near post. It's immediately hitting the first guy on the defense and then bouncing back out. Like, Senesi looked like he was actually challenging Lucas Perry for that one, which was huge. Because forward progress. We love to see that. Love to see you close down a little bit faster on that, Smith. Like, Senesi, I'm glad that you were there to cut that out, but also there were so many options prior to that we should have capitalized on, so that never even happens. Petrovic claims it. There we go. Senesi, let's start our build-up. Let's be quick. Let's be fast. Oh, we found Semenyo in just a mile of open space. Cooking guys left and right. Oh, strike. It's the last tackle that matters, and he was there for it. Calvert-Lewin gets stuffed by James Hill. Let's go. Okay, Jordy, let's do that again. Adrien Truffert plays it up the line to Kluivert. Kluivert into Scott. Scott immediately dispossessed by Ethan Ampadu. Not what we like to see. Out of possession. Let's break some legs. It's one of those things where it's like, generally when I play these games, I like to play on get stuck in. We've been trying to be a stand-up team, but I'm not liking the lack of close-in that we're doing, the lack of intensity in our tackles. Like, I feel if it was a get stuck in, if we're flashing back to the goal we conceded and Semenyo's missed tackle, if Semenyo had just gone through that guy, that goal doesn't happen. Instead, he tried to be proper and stay upright and get in just with his foot, and then he was too weak in the tackle, and the play continued through him. But like Senesi putting Dominic Calvert-Lewin in his pocket like that, that's what we're here for. There you go, Christie. Kluivert up to Scott. Scott over the top to Evan Nielsen. This is perfect. Evan Nielsen, finish that. There it is. Woo! Got in over the top. Evan Nielsen, no one around him. And then at that point, it's just, can Evan Nielsen slot it past Lucas Perry into the side netting? And he does. Perfect vision by Scott to find the ball over the top, though. My goodness. Let's go. What a lovely goal by Evan Nielsen. Okay, 0-0 everybody. Oh, Truffert, there you go. I'll admit, clumsy tackle, but you're doing what I want you to do. This is already just a better response to the intensity I want us to be playing this match with. Christie out to Senesi, Senesi up to Hill. Oh, there you go. Cut the defense. Semenyo in behind. Semenyo, can you find the next pass? No. It's dispossessed, but at least it's out for a throw, and this is time for James Hill magic. Long throw me away, James Hill. Goodmanson gets there first, but Hill gets there second. Christie out to Truffert. Truffert just taking on the entire right side of the defense all by himself, and that's out for a corner. Let's see if our new age corners can do something with this. See Senesi lurking back post. He gets to it, but it's way too high. But that's already an improvement. Since we've added the other corners, Senesi has actually gotten his head on one, which is the first time all season any of our players have gotten their head on the end of one of our offensive set pieces, which is huge for us. Okay, I like the pressure from Adam Smith there. He loses the contest, but Okafor can only put it out. James Hill over to Senesi. Senesi turning it north-south. Finds Scott. Scott finds Evan Nielsen, who finds Semenyo cutting in behind the defense. Oh, that was an incredible block by the Leeds defender to make it so that that goes out for a corner. Otherwise, that was a sure goal for Semenyo. Into the center. Smith to Christie to Kluivert. Back out to Cook. Back into Kluivert. He beat his man. That's a goal. Every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. There you go, Justin Kluivert from just outside the 6-yard box. Just look at how they cut apart this defense. Already from our corner, we win the second ball. That's all I ever want us to do. Kluivert finds Cook out on the wing, finds Kluivert again. Absolutely dumpsters Biol, and then Perry gets something on it, but it's not enough. Buries it in the back corner. We've missed having Justin Kluivert, and he's back in the team, and he's back in the goals. That's 2 goals in 2. And once again, a 2-1 lead for Bournemouth. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Truffert, once again, just putting Jack Harrison in the Azeron Truffert penitentiary. Le Bastille de Truffert. Pascal Stoik. Okay, I like our close down already so much more. Like, Bogle, look at Kluivert. He's just in the passing lanes, always. Senesi, back out to Truffert. Up to Scott, making a play out on the wing. Finds Kluivert. Just a little give and go. Finds Scott again. There you go. Scott up to the top to Christie. Christie, oh, he just hits that. I would have preferred maybe a pass into Evan Nielsen on there since he was wide open in front of goal, but I can't fault him for trying to take that shot. He had no pressure on him. It was a great shot. Harrison finds Calvert-Lewin. Harrison steps into Marco Senesi's office, hands the ball over. Petrovic out to Hill. Back up to Adam Smith. Alex Scott. He's who we want on the ball at all times. Oh, Gruev with a good tackle, but that's just time for another James Hill long throw. Can we get some more devious licks off of this long throw? Oh, into Evan Nielsen, who turns and shoots. Okafor starting the breakaway for Leeds. Plays it back to Harrison. Plays in Calvert-Lewin over the top. Petrovic, I need you to make a decision on that one. Either come out or don't do it, but you got caught in no man's land, and now we are tied 2-2. Okay, so the downfall here is that Smith was the guy that was tracking Calvert-Lewin, and then he went to go get Gruev. And that left Calvert-Lewin all alone in behind. Okay, well, now we need another goal, but we do look like a much better team after we changed our intensity. And I actually am not too worried about us getting another goal out of this game. I think there's more goals than us. There we go, Truffert. Truffert, oh, that's not the ball though, Truffert. Calvert-Lewin once again in behind, but he's out on the wing this time. And Christie and Truffert are able to give him the business. jeez. There you go. We did not win that header, which is not good, but at least Viold could not get it on target. Senesi on the dribble. Finds Kluivert. Kluivert plays in Scott, who doesn't take the shot, but plays in through Fair. And that's back up to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But he is stopped by Ryan Christie. Come on, ref. That's not a yellow card. Okay, Petrovic. Pick it up. Start over. Do we get anything else out of this half? Or are we just go into halftime? Hill, back to Petrovic, up to Senesi. And that's half. Okay. Well, we need to score again in the second half, but I do like how we were able to turn it around. We definitely were the aggressors, and we were doing all the right things in that first half. That second goal was very much against the run of play. Jack Harrison, Tanaka. Okay, Okafor out on the wing. Okay. Able to shut that down, and I like that. Way to go, Smith. Petrovic pulls that out of the air before Calvert-Lewin can do this again. Senesi up to Scott. Scott into Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen finds Semenyo. No. Christie. Scott. Cook. Smith. Okay. Can he get the ball in before he... Oh, he beat his defender. The ball in. Semenyo off the post. I don't hate that. We're still being very, very threatening on these offensive movements. Denied by the woodwork is not ideal, but still better than nothing. Oh, Scott with the second chance ball. Hill, back to Senesi. Let's recycle this. Build back up from the back. Find our runs in. Christie. Up to Trufair. Find your man, Trufair. Who was that? Two. Oh, Semenyo's going to be first to the second ball, though. That's what we always want to be. Scott. Oh, off the woodwork again! Perry gets a bit on that, so they're going to give us a corner. But also, what an insane ball from Scott. Oh, Lucas Perry gets there first, but not without, some effort. We'll take that. Okay. Let's shut this out. There we go. We won it. Oh, Christie couldn't get there, though. Okafor. Locked down. There you go. Strike. Out to Goodwinson. Back to Ampadu. Dominic Calvert-Lewin pushed wide by Petrovic. Okay. Kluivert, back to Evan Nielsen. Scott. Cook. Okay. Can we get this to the other side? I like this already. Hill, out to Smith. Smith, up to Semenyo. Semenyo to Scott. Ampadu. Okay, with Scott, we just need you a little bit better on the touch there. Kluivert out on the wing, though. Ooh, had to be brought down. Is that going to be a card? Come on, ref. Guard him. Guard him. Get him out of here. There you go. There you go, ref. And then we just kick it straight to Perry. Okay. Let's try and win this ball back. High press. There you go, Semenyo. Close in on that. Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen. Semenyo closing in on Goodmanson. Smith already there. We win it back. Out to Scott. Scott out to Smith. Smith back to Scott. Oh, that was a foul. Come on, ref. Calvert-Lewin has to be offsides here. Senesi, there you go. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Okay, Jordy Petrovic saved the day. Okay, Truffert is not playing well today, which is annoying since he's the only position we don't have someone else that can play other than Smith on the field. So, looks like our first bit of business. Oh, Semenyo, I think you're offsides. Yeah, I think my entire front line was offsides there. I think our first order of business is we're going to have to put Smith over on the left and bring off Truffert and put on another right back. Truffert, come on. He's just putting him in the Adrien Truffert penitentiary. That's not a yellow card. And I'm glad you agree with me. Oh, there you go. Nice way to pick that out. Way to pick that out. Back up to Hill. Hill finds Smith on the outside. Or, what was that? That was just nothing, Smith. Come on, Hill. Jack Harrison, once again, dispossessed. Love to see it. We've really been having him have a quiet night, which is great for us. Clivert, up to Scott. Scott plays it out towards Semenyo. Smith on the second chance. Smith rushing into the box. That's going to be a corner. I really like the importance of the second ball in the current game and that we are winning so many of these second chance balls. Scott? What are we going to do with it, Scott? We got Truffert out on the wing. There we go. Truffert, what was that to? No one there. Okay. Truffert, this is your last possession. Do something good with it. You tried. Scott really did you dirty on that one. Just immediately letting himself lose that ball. Goodmanson, Semenyo closing down. Scott's already there. Okay. Jack Harrison, Tanaka, Calvert-Lewin. Jack Harrison was once again showed to his prime seating in the Adrien Truffert penitentiary. Evan Nielsen, all the time in the world. No one to help him. Okay. Let's start making some changes here. We want to swap Smith and Truffert. And then Truffert, we want you to come off for Nagalo. And I actually think we want Nagalo and Hill to swap. And then Christie is really tired, so let's bring on Adams. Confirm those changes. Evan Nielsen to Scott. Scott found Cook. Cook found Semenyo. Semenyo, what are you going to do with this? Hill out on the side? I don't mind. Don't like your pass into Semenyo Hill, but I like the idea. Dominic Calvert-Lewin in space. Nagalo closing him down. Okay, Tanaka puts it over the top. Jordy Petrovic plays it out to Hill. Hill off the line to Semenyo. Semenyo up over the top to Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen gets there first. Oh, but he's hurt. No. No. Please put it out for my boy. Please put it out of bounds for my boy, Evan Nielsen. He's dying. We're playing a man down. Someone just put this ball out of bounds. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, Petrovic. Evan Nielsen's hurt. So, there you go. Just bury it. Okay. Hoopy is coming in. Evan Nielsen, how bad is it? It's so bad. Okay, Krupi's going to come in. Krupi, we don't actually want playing as a deep lying forward. We'll have player instructions. You get to be a channel forward. And then a center forward. And then while we're here, let's take off Clivert as well for Tavernier. And then Scott is also fading, and so is Smith. We have already made our changes. We will confirm our changes. Okay. Smith, are you going to get a yellow card now? No? Okay, good. Since that's not a yellow card, ref. Okay. Smith is who they're telling me is the most tired. I think we bring on Richardson for Cook. Just to have another big body in there. Oof. Okay. Got lucky there with Okafor missing that as badly as he did. Okay, boys. I don't want to just walk out here with a draw. We've been on top most of this night. We've got a revitalized front three. We've got the potential to do this. So let's just go and win it, shall we? Senesi over to Nagalo. Nagalo up to Richardson. Richardson through to Semenyo. Semenyo up to Tavernier. Tavernier, Smith. Tavernier back to Smith. Oh, come on, Smith. I need you to do better with those. So why is Luke's Nemecha the first one to that ball? He had 3 guys on him. Way to put it out, Hill, but also... What's going on here, guys? Olskan. Got him out. There we go. Here comes Jack Harrison. Hoopy. Let's go attacking. Jack Harrison, once again, has had a sneaky, really good game. James Hill. Can't find us. We lose the second ball. Okafor. Tanaka has to be offsides. What in the world do you mean Ao Tanaka was not offsides there? What do you mean? Oh, he started in his own half. That's insane. We're going to lose this game because of that one mistake right there. Semenyo cooks his man. Can we do something with it? No. Adams up to Tavernier. Into Krupi, who at least traces back to get it. Hill, horrible pass, but he wins back. There you go. Make up for his own mistake. Senesi plays it into Tavernier. Tavernier out to Smith. Scott. Find someone, Scott. Okay. Corner. Another chance to try and do something here. Tavernier. Who can you find? Tavernier in up the top. Oh, he only finds this Lucas Perry. Okay, it's Justin. In over the top to Lucas Nemecha. At least we close him out. My goodness. We have looked so bad this end of the second half. Much more direct. They're just going to try and waste as much time as possible. They're the ones with the lead. We're the ones that have to try and win this. We're not even trying to win anymore. We're just trying to draw. Come on, boys! Brandon Aronson. Almost with the dagger there. Petrovic, there is rush to take this kick. There's so much rush. We're the ones that are down. What do you mean there's no rush to take that kick? Adams, up to Richardson. Richardson finds, almost finds Semenyo, but there's a free kick and one last chance at glory. Gopi, I don't know why you're here. Instead of, leading the line. Kick it in towards Scott. Hill, put it back in there, Hill. Semenyo, no. Krupi, no. Jeez. That Tanaka goal. And all the play leading up to it was just a disaster for us. We should have at least drawn this game, but we definitely should have won this game. Disappointed. I don't like what I just saw from this team. Evan Nielsen, you are the only person. I also could not fault him. He was putting in the work. He just I think if he had not gotten hurt late in that game, we might have actually been able to pull him back. Our whole shape is just different with Evan Nielsen than it is with Krupi. Evan Nielsen's out with sprained ankle for 10 days to 2 weeks. Kobimoto. So he's doing pretty well. Well, Enisu now starting to come back from rehab. Brennan Johnson, player of the week. Key findings. Yeah. Lost a lot of possession on left-handed pitch in the final third. Enisu now is back. Expected to return in 2 to 5 weeks. I like that there's more rehab options. I hadn't noticed that before. That's pretty cool. Oh, one thing that we can do before I forget to do it is go into preferences, detailed processing. Continue button legacy mode. There we go. We got the space button back, guys. It's the biggest update and feature improvement of the game so far. We can now use the space button again. Spacebar is back on the menu. Alex Jimenez is back to full training, which is great. Now we have our full complement of backup wingbacks, with the exception of Freeman. Speaking of, we also signed that Japanese guy. When does he get in? Recruitment. Transfer activity. And squad. First team. Position. Like, there's Freeman, and there's Smith, and there's Jimenez. Where? And Diakite. Did our set pieces stick around? No, they did not. Okay, so let's create a new routine. That's our in-swing at far post, and then another one that is our central outswing. And then drag someone in here that's going to Attack ball. And someone in here. It's going to come short. And then same here. And come short. And then now that we've got them all, routine frequencies. Average, more often, less often. Let's try something like that. Transfer history. There is a Japanese guy though. Maybe he doesn't come in until ESC. Maybe he doesn't come in. Since I thought we signed 2 right backs when we sold our backup right back. Recruitment advice. Transfer list him. Bournemouth injury update. Okay. Nagalo is fine with the playing time he's getting, which is good. I don't really have the opportunity to give him more than that. Adam Smith. Adam Smith is our best performing defensive player, really. I don't hate that. He has been pretty good for us. Defending team has been Liverpool. Player of the month is Aegeus. Bournemouth under 21's Day. Okay. Johnny Day. Development advice. Actions. Yeah, Tavernier, I do need you to pick it up. Tavernier is a good player. I just need him to realize that he's a good player. Gannon Doak is back. Like to see that. Okay, scouting update. Let's look through them. Sonti Hansen at Middlesbrough from Curaçao. Interesting. I don't hate this player based off of what I'm seeing here. Let's keep that report. Javi Ueda, another right back that's pretty cheap, that enjoys big matches. He can play up there, he can come back here, out of possession. He's pretty good in the press. Yeah, Javi Ueda. Tom Kearney, you don't care about. Abdullah Ba at Sunderland. Enjoys big matches. Plays attacking midfielder. Plays all across the front 3. Don't hate it. Aramburu at Real San Sebastian. Venezuelan right and left sided wingback. Consistent, enjoys big matches. Very one-footed. Not good Dan Aramburu. Yeah, this guy looks great. Would be a terrific signing. Do we have 58 million for him? No, but like, hey, maybe we get him for less than that. Bashir Humphreys, English, center back, left back, and DM. He's one to put on the list in case they get relegated. Yeah. I like Bashir Humphreys on the list. He gets to go on short list for a year. Because if Burnley ends up going back down, we could probably get him for a steal. Okay. Diego Coppola is insanely good center back. Zaniolo, Uche, Kambula, Peron, Muzzi, Pau Victor, Braga, maybe. Hranic, Yuito Suzuki. Choice big matches. VR, Caviglia, Alex Garcia, Gonzalo from Real Madrid. Wanted by Brentford and West Ham on loan. Is available for loan. Plays wide forward. 13 off the ball, 16 determination, 14 acceleration, 13 pace. Good Holy Trinity. Bad crossing, though. Yeah, maybe. Rooney Badji. Everyone knows about how good Rooney Badji is. Andres Castrin, 20-year-old center back at Sevilla for that cheap. Enjoys big matches. He's terrible on the ball, but he's good at being no nonsense. So I can understand why he's as cheap as he is. He doesn't have the ball playing, but he is just probably a fine backup. Lucas Bergval, Thomas Rigo, Osula, Daniel Kelly over at Millwall, Diego Leon, Josh King at Fulham, Andre Santos at Chelsea, Fabio Carvalho. Okay, there we go. Got Fulham in 2 days. This is a match that I expect us to win. They want us to put Semenyo up front. Kluivert got dropped by the Netherlands. He is scoring well, so that's shocking for me. And Doak is still coming back from injury, so that makes more sense. Freeman's almost back, which is nice. We're going to be back to our full complement of players, which is going to be good. Okay, so we're going to do starting 11. You suggested squad. I don't hate playing Semenyo up front. Seems like he'll be pretty good at it. Alex Jimenez can come in. Scott. I do want to do some team instruction stuff of change our tackling. Like, why is Smith so far up and Jimenez isn't? And also, I kind of want Smith and Jimenez even further up. And why is Scott getting in there? Like, can we do team instructions? Let's do in possession, apply to position. We like having make more runs on, for sure. It's locked due to his roller position. I want him to be crossing from the byline. Attacking width. I want him wide. There we go. I want the same on this side. Alex Jimenez, I want you crossing from the byline. I want you wide. Like, as wide as we can get you. There we go. Now when we look at our visualizer, we get into this phase. Once again, like, why are we seeing it this way? Final third. Review. Tagging with narrower. It's like we're getting so much tighter up on this right side than we are on this left side. Press through both flanks. Honestly, why are we not progressing through the middle? Actually, progress balanced. Sporting runs, both flanks. Overlap both flanks. I want to make overlapping runs. I don't want to make underlapping runs. Final third. Build-up strategy. Let's do a balance of playthrough and go over really quickly. Create freedom. I'm fine with that being there. I want Scott specifically to be more expressive. Scott is our expressive player. Player specific. Rome. Do whatever you need to do. Take more risks. Find a standard on this. Okay. And out of possession. I want you pressing more. Tackle harder. You get to sit narrower. And Clybert, you shoot more often. Out of possession. Higher press. Tackle harder. Marking target. Mark a position. I want you out on these. You're my left sided. I want you out on their right back. I want you out on the left back. Tackling harder. Pressing more often. And Semenyo. Rome. You can just shoot whenever, bud. And out of possession. Press more often. Tackle harder. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, wait, no. We don't have another sub. So let's go through our subs real quick. We've got Richardson. We've got Adams. Perfect. We've got Tavernier. We've got Adley. We've got Gallo. We've got Krupi. We've got Bevan. We should probably bring Truffert. Or Gannon Doak. And honestly, as much as I would love to bring Gannon Doak, I think it has to be Truffert. Okay. Anything I need to know about Jimenez? Nope. Let's go. We should be winning this one, boys. No issues, no complaints. Okay. It's a rainy day here in England. Let's go, lads. They've come to our home. It's our time to show them who we are and what we stand for. As much as I love Anthony Robinson, I gotta keep him quiet tonight. No Jedi moves for Jedi. Ooh, don't like that we're already letting Emil Smith-Rowe have free headers in the box. Petrovic plays it out. Semenyo, not as good at winning those as Evan Nielsen is. Canales already into the box. Plays it all the way back to Tete. Back up to Harry Wilson. Oh, there you go, Alex Jimenez. Way to cut out the pass. Clybert to Christie. Christie to Cook. Cook out to Smith. Smith up to Scott. Scott found Brooks. Back out to Smith. Who loses it. James Hill back up to Smith. Smith puts it into the mix. Sent back out by the Fulham defense. Brooks wins it off of Smith Rowe. It's into Scott. It's then to Kluivert. Deflected out for a corner. There we go. Christie plays it in. That's out. Senesi is first to the second ball, though. Turns it around. Gets it into Hill. Oh, gets his pocket picked by Raul Jimenez. Adam Smith picking it up. Hill out to Senesi. Back to Petrovic. Petrovic to Hill. Hill up to Adam Smith. Smith over the top to Brooks. Brooks is in behind. Brooks holds up the ball. Gets into the box. Takes a shot off the woodwork. Not before deflected by the Fulham goalkeeper. Leno first to it. Leno chases it out to Jimenez. Our Jimenez gets there first. Christie loses the ball to Emil Smith-Rowe, though. Rowe takes it wide. Plays it back to Anthony Robinson. Cook cuts out the pass. Semenyo beats his man. Plays it out to Smith. Ball is taken out of play. Adam Smith into Alex Scott. Semenyo in behind. Semenyo takes it on. Offsides. Anderson plays it up to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson immediately closed down by Kluivert and Jimenez. Scott up towards Semenyo. Cut out by the defense. Alex Jimenez tries to play over the top to Kluivert. Knocked out for a throw in. Let's see if James Hill can do something here with a long throw. Semenyo first to it. Kluivert, oh, couldn't get his head over it. It's up and over the bar. Where's Leno? Starts us back into play. Out to Anthony Robinson in the wing. Back into Lukic. Back up to Smith-Rowe. Into Jimenez. Jimenez back out to Robinson. Robinson too heavy on the touch though, and that's... Adam, why'd you put it out for a corner kick? He kicked it right to you. First to it, first to the second ball. Emil Smith-Rowe plays it into James Hill. Cuts out the pass, cuts out the play. Back to Petrovic, back up to Senesi. Senesi into Jimenez. Jimenez finds Kluivert. Kluivert finds Semenyo. Semenyo tries to find Scott. Who finds Semenyo in, who finds Kluivert in one-on-one with the goalie. Oh, but he doesn't take the shot, and he's into Semenyo, and there's the goal. Alex Scott is down on the play, though. Hopefully he's not horribly injured. But a beautiful Bournemouth counterattack. Kluivert, I really thought he was going to shoot there, but then we see him make a much smarter play into Semenyo in traffic, but no one close enough to close him down, and then it's into the back of the net. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Scott down still behind the play, but hopefully he gets back up soon. He's fine. There you go. Oh, Kluivert cutting out the back pass from the kickoff. That was almost really cool. Neil Smith-Rowe plays it into the back. Anderson puts it over the top. Goal kick to us at Bournemouth. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Okay, Hill picking up the clearance. Starts putting it back into the mixer. Adam Smith takes on his man. Plays it back out to Ryan Christie. Christie into Kluivert. Kluivert finds Cook. Christie, Brooks, Kluivert, Christie. We're just passing around in circles. Oh, off the bar. Leno. That was an insane save. Another foul outside the box. Petrovic was able to parry it wide, but he couldn't keep his hands on it. It's another corner. There we go. Harry Wilson promoting back in. Smith-Rowe deflected away by Petrovic. Kluivert's there to pick it up and start bringing it up the sideline. Kluivert's still with it. He has Jimenez on the overlap. Jimenez now with the ball. And Jimenez finds the next pass. He finds Kluivert running to the outside. Kluivert puts it back into the middle for Scott. Ooh, can't keep it down though. Sends that into the stands. Pick up play back in the Fulham defensive third. All over the top to Smith-Rowe. Played into the Canales. Jimenez gets on the end of it. Petrovic gets big and gets his hands on it. Holds it close. Now it's time to start back the Bournemouth attack. Senesi here, picking up the ball. Picking up from the dead ball into Cook. Up to Christie. Quick movement into Kluivert, then back to Scott. Out to Jimenez on the wing. Jimenez puts it back into Kluivert. Kluivert takes a shot off the woodwork, rattling the crossbar. Oh, jeez. That was a good shot. Cook. Oh, not quite there for the Cook to Brook connection. Scott back in. Smith. Oh, cut out by Robinson. Raul Jimenez with the ball now. Dispossessed by Scott. Jimenez back in the wing, finds Kluivert cutting through his man. Back to Jimenez. Jimenez. Ooh, tries for the shot. Gets deflected back for a corner. Here comes Lewis Cook. Putting it into the mixer. Jimenez first to the second ball. Kluivert all alone in acres of space. Finds Cook back again. Cook was offsides though. That's one of the things that I hadn't seen as much in 26 that I saw a ton in 24 of just like you win the second chance ball on the corner and then they put it back into the corner taker. And in 24, I swear, every single time that your team did that, your corner taker was offsides. Like there was never any way to do it where he would ever be still onside. And here in 26, it felt like something they had fixed for the most part because you would see our players do that and then it would work out because the person they were passing to was able to get on sides fast enough or maybe the defense hadn't switched up enough. Oh, Brooks has found Kluivert in behind. Kluivert's beaten his man. Ooh, Leno big with save though. That was almost something. But yeah, so like you'd see things like that all the time, and then that was the first time I think I've seen it in 26, where they passed it back to Cook, and Cook was finally offsides. Harry Wilson in a position we do not want Harry Wilson in, but Jimenez cuts out that nonsense immediately. Love that, Jimenez. Let's go. Found Kluivert. Kluivert back to Christie. He's found Scott. Scott has found Semenyo in behind. But Semenyo is off. Okay. We've had a really good first half. No point of it felt really threatening. Pressing is going pretty well. Okay, Jimenez, I appreciate the opportunity there, but also you had so much time and space. I did not need you just heading that into the end of the world. Because, like, we didn't have to give up this corner. Luckily, nothing's coming from this corner. Petrovic is able to gather that in. But that corner didn't have to happen. Smith and Jimenez are already looking tired. Things are going great, guys. I know you can do better than this. Jimenez, I don't know that you're going to get back. And you're also, this is your first game back from injury, so I don't mind swapping with Truffert just immediately. We already told Justin Kluivert. I actually like our long shots. The thing is like, I'm fine with taking long shots against teams like Fulham that are really bad at not conceding long shots. The problem with us going for long shots is that our team is really bad at taking them. Like, no one on our team has a good long shots ability. Oh, that was great from Scott until Kluivert couldn't get there. Oh, Scott's in behind. Oh, that's a great shot. Leno stretching full stretch there to stop that one. Another James Hill long throw. Can we make something out of it? Semenyo got to it. Enough to force a corner, which we haven't been historically great from corners, but let's see what we can do with this one. Oh, we finally did it! James Hill scored on the corner. It's the first corner goal of the season. It's miraculous. We finally did it. There we go. Great ball in towards the back post. James Hill able to beat everyone to the ball. Buries it. That's it. There we go. So I don't like that it took a stoppage from us when we made our substitution at halftime. Yeah, it shouldn't count as a stoppage. James Hill for another James Hill long throw. Found Brooks this time. Then back out to Hill. Works it into Semenyo. Back out to Christie. Senesi. Moving. Look at this ball movement. Brooks. All alone. Oh, Anderson able to get there. Anthony Robinson. Back to Sasha Lukic. Ball out to Robinson. Brooks is marking in. Canales. Robinson, cut it out. There you go, Christie. Start our counter. Ryan Christie charging down the right-hand side. Brought it into the box. That's going to be a corner. We're really applying a lot of pressure right now. I'm really happy with how things are looking. Cook plays it in. Back out to Kluivert. Back into Cook. Cook, Kluivert. Ooh, brilliant save by Leno off the reflex there. That got all kinds of ricochets going on. Christie plays it in. James Hill up for it again. It's another corner. Keep applying the pressure. Cook. See if we can work some more magic. James Hill. Oh. Leno just barely beaten my defenders there. Senesi looked like he was ready to just bury that. Scott. Senesi up to Hill. Hill brings the ball into the attack. Finds Cook. Plays it into Brooks. Scott in a pocket. Oh, Bassi came through Semenyo there. Canales in space. Senesi closing down. Way to go, Senesi. Way to get in front of that. Let's make some subs. Smith. We move Hill up. And then we move you for Nagalo. Pivert. We bring on Adley. And let's start there. Now it's Fulham's turn to take a million corners. Here we go, Cook, but we gave him another corner. Okay, Jordy. Oh, Emil Smith-Rowe off the woodwork. Oof. Here we go, Cook. Petrovic plays it out over top. Let's reset our shape, guys. Way to go, Brooks. Lewis Cook. Oh, Anthony Robinson just came flying in at that one. Canales, Petrovic holds it in. There you go, Petrovic. Okay, Canales is bringing it up. Petrovic gets there. Okay, Brooks, do something with this. Found Semenyo, back to Brooks. Back to Hill. Cook. Truffaut. That's in for a corner. Let's pause. Let's bring in our last subs. It's looking like Cook. Actually, let's take out Christie for Richardson. And then Semenyo for Krupi. Then change him to a channel forward. Okay, we're just trying to see out this game at this point. If we can score more, great, because that'll help our goal differential that is so bad. But largely at this point, we're just trying to wrap up what should be a really easy win here versus Fulham. already we're getting the payoff from these crossing from the byline situations, because either they're going to pull it back and we're going to be able to finish that, or we're just going to get more goals like this one, where it's just he brought it in there, he tried to pass it in, and the only option at that point is a defender getting in his face and it going out for a corner. Raul Jimenez. Sergio Canales. We didn't like that goal. Come on, guys. They've not looked like they were going to score literally all day. And then out of nowhere now. Hill to Truffaut. Truffaut up to Adli. Okay, Senesi. Found Truffaut. Truffaut has played it into Adli. Adli's in space. Truffaut. Okay, just kick it at Wilson really hard. Can we stop Sergio Canales? Richardson's not afraid to just go through his back. We'll take those. Oh, nice. Let's go, Hill. Cut that out. Fair, there you go. Plays it up to Adli. Adli can't keep it in, though. I like the effort, though. He got to the second ball first. He just got to the second ball and then put it out of bounds. Which is less than ideal. We're going to start wasting our time, lower our tempo, lower our directness. Let's go, Hill. Okay, don't like another corner, but... Okay, Hill, you're really playing no-nonsense stuff at this point, but it is also now 2 corners in a row. Let's get there, Petrovic. Okay, take our time, slow it down. No rush, no rush. Petrovic trying to deliver it into Krupi. We win the second ball, though. Adli over the top towards Hill. He's going to get there. Hill plays it back in. Hill just putting in another masterful performance today. He's been everywhere. Go Dominagalo. Brooks now pressing through the midfield. Okay. I don't want to see us kicking this ball until it's at least 92 minutes. Oh, well, we kicked it faster than that, but... James Hill. Back to Cook. Back out to Hill. Back to Cook. Cook found Scott. Scott found Richardson. Richardson found Harry Wilson. Out for a throw is good for us. There's only a minute left in this game. This is how we kill it. Nothing better than a James Hill throw-in. Oh, Richardson's found Adley on the outlet. Adley still going to try and do something with this. Couldn't quite finish it, but possession is kept. Don't let Rodrigo... There you go, Adamo Nagalo. That's why we bought you this summer. Scott, out to Truffert. And that's it. There you go. Was it pretty? No. Is it a win? Yes. And that's all that matters. That's all we're ever looking for. Goals from Semenyo and Hill. Kleibert also had another man of the match performance for us with a 7.5. He has had a goal involvement in every single game since he came back from injury. Honestly, we should be having Alex Scott dribble more. His dribbling is a 16. His agility is a 16. Oh. James Hill's also just exploding in its determination. There you go. Long throws are also getting slightly better. Marcus doesn't like getting praised, so let's not praise him. Okay, Oddly is now also added to the list of people that don't think they should get praised. Okay. Bournemouth. We've won again. Now we've got Crystal Palace coming up. Freeman is now back from full training. Let's go. Semenyo got called up for games at Ghana. We love that too. Freeman's back. Spence. Not looking good enough. Dominic Solanke. Deal keeps on giving. Another 1.1 million for us. Nice, outside of G-Tech. Oh, and Diakite comes back. Let's go. James Hill was in the team of the week. Milton Delgado. Boca under 20s. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Somehow, I clicked a button and it started a tutorial. Fair's doing really good. Love that. Ben Gannon Doak is doing really good. Adam Smith has been doing really good. Crazy's in form. So sorry. Scott. Scott, I know you can be absolutely impeccable. You're just not doing it. Like the last game, he played a 6.2. Chempong at Birmingham, on loan from Chelsea. Again, on loan from Man City at Watford. He is pretty good, though. Okay. The thing about this has been that, like, as much as we've been having to play James Hill over Diakite because Diakite got hurt in preseason, and he was such a liability at the beginning, having the amount of playing time that he's had, he's really grown into his role here in this squad, which has been really nice. Boy, like, he actually looks pretty good. He looks like he's a very good player. Now that Diakite is coming back, we're going to have to think about what that means for our team and our lineup. What it might mean is it might mean transitioning to a box midfield. Semenyo scored an international debut. Let's go. Kluivert has a sprained foot. Out for 2 to 3 weeks. Don't like that. Kluivert's been electric since he came back from injury last time. Don't want to see him hurt again. Evan Nielsen's back, though. That's great. Babis Custolus. Good young striker out of Brighton. Merlin Roll, Everton on loan from Freiburg. Don't hate that. Santos. Howard Bellis. Obviously, they would say I should sign. Dion Lopi. Could be good. Christie did well. Okay. Ryan Christie scored. That explains the 7.5. Love to see him score more for us as well. Owen Bevan is out for 4 to 5 weeks. Check the Corre unregistered. Cristiano Luce, doubtful. Jean-Philippe Mateta is their top goal scorer. Highest average rating, Chris Richards. 17th in the Premier League, so in our simulation at least, way underperforming what they are doing in actuality. I mean, so are we, so not really a leg to stand on in that conversation. Damina Gallo, Burkina Faso winning, and then Antoine Semenyo losing, but probably scoring with that 7.2. Adley doing really good. James Hill got injured. No, not James. He's been our best player. What happened to you, James? Oh, he just hurt his ankle. Okay, he's out for 1 to 3 days. Same, like, if there's anyone that I don't want to do anything bad, it is James Hill. But with timing, it looks like we're going to be probably just going straight up to the beginning of the game, and then we'll pick up the next stream with the start of that game. And I think I might try to start streaming more regularly than once a week. I've been really enjoying doing this, and as I've been thinking through all of the things that I've been producing and doing stuff and looking at all the statistics for what's been performing on the channel and things like that, even with as poor of the quality of video as I think these streams are up until this point, because of just all the technical issues that we've had and all of the other issues that we've had, for so long, they're still the things that get the most views. And so I think generating more of these while I spend a lot of my time actually focused on the higher production quality videos that I've been making, like the Behind the Cardboard Curtain that's on the channel, and the new video that is coming out that I'm actually really excited about, and I think is a really cool idea. I just realistically need more time to work on those on a production schedule than it does to make these videos. Since these ones literally just make themselves, I can just sit down and jam out to some tunes and play these for a couple of hours. And it will just be set up in such a way that the amount of work that it takes to turn this around from stream to actual video is very short for the amount of return on investment that we get from it. So I might look into trying to do a couple more of these throughout the week, to just keep growing the thing. And also just because I actually do genuinely enjoy this game, as much as it gets a lot of flack and there's all of the controversy and things that have been in the news cycle this week around the players that have been quitting, and especially the pretty scathing review from the sponsored Korean player who did his first 3 seasons and then has put the game down, according to his own admission, for good. I am having a lot of fun. Like, we had 2 really good games today, a heartbreaking loss against Leeds, and then a pretty, admittedly more touching back and forth against Fulham that was pretty touch and go there towards the end, especially with their late comeback goal to get back into the mix. But I do think that we can make some more riveting stuff, and it'll just also buy me time while I'm still hitting my goal to upload something to the YouTube channel weekly, while I work on these higher production quality things that I'm trying to learn new editing techniques for, and I'm constantly trying to improve my processes, and that just takes more time. But I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this. I have to get off and get going pretty soon, just because I have a prior commitment later tonight. But this has been fun. We finally get to see Diakite in action for the first time tonight, and that'll be interesting. But yeah, it's been great talking to y'all. I hope you all had a great time. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you next time in the Jank Drawer. Bye.